Talking about the Senior Police Academy, I think some of our audience here, our live audience, is in that academy. Am I correct in assuming that?
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate you being here. And talking about our live audience, you know, for our viewing public, anybody that would like to come down and be part of our live audience here, viewing audience, we appreciate it very much. Jere, let's talk a little bit about our community policing programs. You just said we have the Senior Police Academy. That's new, and I'm sure the seniors that are here today that are attending that academy are enjoying it. It really acknowledges to them a little bit more about their police department, what happens at 911, our communications center, what happens with our evidence techs, our detectives, our patrol officers. And are you getting a lot of benefit out of the class? Are you? Good. Great. Great. Okay. With that, you know, we started a lot of different community policing programs here in Warren. And Jere, you might want to talk about like the Detectives Kid Club and our regular police academy, and then the LEAD program. But there's a lot of community policing programs that are out there. So, you know, what we're trying to do is not only decrease violent crime, but bring community policing into Warren. And I think that's working out very well.
Yeah, I think one of the other significant inroads that we've made is we've fostered a relationship with the churches. We have, it's called the CPC, the Church Police City Consortium, where all these different faith-based groups come in, and they meet monthly, and we exchange information. You know, we formulate relationships with people that are in need, and it's just another example, and that's very well attended. There's a large group. I think actually you might be interviewing someone else on your show about the CPC.
We are,
okay.
Absolutely.
But that's another major inroad that we've made in relationships with the community. You know, the Neighborhood Watch, the CPC, the programs, the bike giveaways, the helmet giveaways, and offering drug kits for people if they suspect someone in their family may be abusing drugs. They're all small, but when they add up, it's the way police departments work now isn't the same as it was 50 years ago. We're more a service-based organization, you know, than just chasing the bad guys. We're part of the community, so that's what makes the difference. And I think all those programs have helped us, and we've been very successful.
Very good. Yeah, another area that you know, the downturn in the economy certainly has affected public safety. I don't believe there's a police department in the country that is not suffering, especially in Michigan, with the unemployment and revenue sharing not coming back to the cities. And, you know, Warren has lost a number of officers, and we're hopeful that in the future those officers would be returned. We lost those officers through retirements, attrition, but we want to really reassure the community that, you know, we have as many officers on the road today as we did a year or two ago. And our first number one priority is to maintain the public safety of this community. And the Deputy Commissioner and myself will not let the community down when it comes to having officers on the road that are going to respond to any type of calls for service that are out there. And Jere, we talked about, you know, how we redeploy, how we've reorganized the department. You indicated earlier that we've taken officers from inside and put them on the road because we want to make sure that we keep this community as safe as we can and make it maybe one of the safest communities in the country.
Right, and that's like I spoke of earlier, these changes that we have to make, they're not always bad. Sometimes they're positive. It's forced us into a reorganization, but I think we've been successful. And the other thing that people need to know, like you said, be assured that that it's a safe community. It'll remain to be a safe community. We have other plans in the future that we're going to implement that will supplement our patrol force as well. So we're ready to go. We realize that the budget's concerns are going to get worse in the next couple of years, but we've got a plan, at least 3 years forecasted into the future, where we'll be fine and we'll survive and we'll do what we have to do, along with all other municipalities in the whole country.
Very good. Just, I think we've got less than 2 minutes to go, Jere. So maybe, you know, one of our other priorities is education and training for our officers. I think in Warren you have the best trained officers in the state. The education of the officers is outstanding. and we continue with making those top priorities as far as making sure that they're educated, they're trained well, and they have the right equipment. I mean, equipment is very important to an officer to keep that officer safe. And I think that Warren residents should be very assured that, between myself and the Deputy Commissioner, we're going to make sure that we continue our training, our education, and give the officers the best equipment possible.
Right. With our prudent use of our forfeiture revenues that we get, we've been able to supplement our general fund budget and make sure that the technology's there. And the Commissioner's right. We're cutting edge as far as technology goes, and that's a great thing. The other thing is the education aspect. The Commissioner and I have just raised the bar, so to speak, on entry-level officers. We've increased the requirements from a high school degree to an associate's degree, as well as we now require that the officers that come on board are already pre-certified by the state of Michigan. Therefore, we save money. We don't have to put people through the academy, and we've got someone ready to go when they hit the ground. So that's another way that we've raised the bar and our educational standards.
Very good. Well, very good. Jere, Deputy Commissioner Jere Green, we've kind of run out of time here, so any closing remarks? Appreciate you being here today.
No, I enjoyed it. I think this is a good way for us to communicate to the public about what's going on in the police department.
That's why we get along so well. So we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be right back.
Hello, I am Warren Mayor Jim Fouts, and I want to encourage you to respond to the U.S. Census questionnaire that you will be receiving in the mail in March. It is vitally important that you respond to the census form because hundreds of thousands of dollars are at stake for our city and federal and state grants based on population. The information you provide is confidential. That means even I can't find out about it. It is for population counts only, so please keep our fine city services intact by returning your completed census questionnaire. Thank you.
Welcome back to Police Journal. My second guest is Toni Debose. Did I say that correctly?
Excellent.
Okay,
yes.
Very good. And you're with Provident Corporation.
Yes.
And you're a mother of two, and you're a graduate of Taylor Business Institute of Mount Laurel, New Jersey. You're a certified business management and advertising with more than 20+ years of experience in business, yes, marketing, and communications.
Yes, yes.
You're a trained minister.
Yes. Receiving
a diploma from the Word of Faith Bible Training Center in 2007. And you're the founder of the Provident Corporation, a non-denominational, faith-based, nonprofit community service organization serving underserved individuals in Macomb County.
Yes.
The organization works specifically with former prisoners,
yes,
children of prisoners, families of prisoners, teen pregnancy, and those that are homeless and recovering from addiction. Yes.